Okay, so this is gonna be Battlegrounds, tier list, or viable builds, whatever you wanna call it. I'm gonna start with like the most meta builds first, and then we talk about other builds. So to start off with, S+, SNSGS. So specifically the Kappa builds. When also the ranked mode come out, these are gonna be the game changer builds. Which team has better Kappas? So SNSGS, so collision build, collision resist, collision chance. They're so good at just holding points against like 5 people by themselves. Such a huge value. Another Kappa build is, yes, SNS Dagger, the Berserker. Like SNS Greysword can do either cap or defend the cap. SNS Dagger is mostly just capping, overtaking. I think I'll value SNS Greysword more than Berserker. Another build that can be on par is SNS Spear. Very high collision chance. You can even put tanks. You can put SNS Greysword as SNS Spear. And if you have like a Deluge Spear, there's another push that you can push them off the platform. So these two are gonna be the top cappers. Okay, so another S+, we'll go with the healers first. Current S+, I think Wand Orb. So much healing and survivability. They have stealth themselves, and the shield amount is crazy at the moment. And it's better at taking care of your DPS in your party than a bow wand. So I reckon this is the best healer class at the moment. Of course, every other healer builds are viable. All healers are important. Bow wand S. Orb bow. I don't think anyone really has explored into orb bow much in terms of healing. But as long as you heal, you're an S+. S or S+. Okay, so we got that out of the way. We go with DPS. I want to put Crossbow Dagger in S+. Crossbow Daggers, they can kill anyone, and it's the most reliable build to kill healers. Their DPS is just insane while having so much defense, like such a high evasion, and stealth from daggers. The melees are the counters for crossbow daggers, but they can do counter plays against daggers. The melees. GS Spear, very good build. It's a bruiser build. It's an S. But if you are solo queuing it GS Spear, it's probably like an A. Because dagger builds are more solo friendly. If you're in a party with heals, amazing. It's a typical warrior class, bruiser. They can also kill crossbow daggers, but they can kill you also. It's got everything. Defense, single target, CC, AoE, AoE CC, however you want to play it. Very high value. Spear Dagger, I want to put it at A because I value GS Dagger higher. I think GS Dagger is a better choice for BGs, where you can pick target, assassinate, get out. There isn't much big of a clump for Spear Dagger to perform. They can still do single targets, but not as good as GS Dagger. But again, this is subjective. This is my tier list. So if you think Spear Dagger is S+, that is fine. This is just my opinion. Wand Dagger is another great class. It's gonna be A minimum. Very solo friendly as well. You wanna be playing melee evasion Wand Daggers. There's gonna be so many, Spear Daggers, GS Spears, and you can pretty much counter them. You have sustain and kill them with curse bombs. You can kill heal, tank, DPS, whatever. It's just like you won't be getting like so many kills. There's time between each kill, but it should be a fun build to play as a solo. Bow crossbow is almost S. I'm a GS Spear player, and yeah, I value bow crossbow as S. They have pushback from crossbow and root from bow, the passive, against melee. It's so annoying as a GS Spear to fight against these guys. If I get the combo off, they will die, but it's so hard to put the combo off because they also have the shield from the bow, the devoted shield. Their survivability is really high. They have self-heal, and their DPS is insane. Mid-range to long-range. Almost same DPS as Crossbow Dagger. And the Nimble Lip CC immune is broken as well. So I'll give it an S. Bow Staff, A. You can play balanced build with a bit of endurance. You want to play long range. You can also get on top of the roofs in the middle. You can get much value from that. Again, bow has self-sustain with heals and shield. You just need enough endurance to not get one-tapped by the melee. and you can just survive. And you want to be using the high grounds. Could be very close to B. I think the general consensus is that both stuff should be here. But they can definitely perform. Let's put it at the bottom of A. Yeah, I say max potential is A. Max potential is A. Average will be B. Bow dagger. So many people are sleeping on this. It's S. You can almost perform as good as S plus, depending on the game. But full decked out bow dagger, definitely S. Very good for solo build as well. Yeah, solo queues. It just deletes people, even the tanks. Very easy to play, fluid gameplay, fun to play. But you kinda need like Tevin bow, Tevin dagger, heroic bow. I'll put one staff as a healer build. Melee range evasion 1-star build is gonna be really strong. All the main DPS are like GS Spear, GS Dagger, Spear, getting pulled from SNS, and melee evasion is viable again. You can reach like 4.5k melee evasion pretty easily, and you get buff from staff as well, the high focus, another 400 evasion. And you don't have to be staff, like you can play melee evasion on wand bow or wand orb. It's still gonna be viable. I think it'll be great for BGs. But one staff healer is back, I would say. What else? These are all pretty much off metas. Dagger staff. It's also kinda same position as bow staff. I think B average, A at peak. They basically need a good team to perform to DPS from the back. Staff dagger do have a better burst potential than bow staff, so at least if you can kill people, your job is done. But you're such an easy target for every other DPS. They'll target you first. And you can play melee evasion. A triple evasion. But I don't know if you'll be able to kill any of the DPS. Your DPS will be so low. But triple evasion is definitely viable on staff dagger again. SNS wand. They take a slot of an SNS. So considering that, I can't put this on high tier. As a tank, this is not even good. You're only self-sustaining with the SNS wand. As a Templar, you rather want to get a proper DPS and not take a space over Kappa. But like solo normal queues, you can have fun with this. Minimum A. And if this was ranked mode, this will be grief. For solo queue, normal mode, playable, A. Do I even need to put these? Do all? Crossbow orb, B. It's gonna get nerfed next week. Currently, you can... Nah, it's B. It's fucking B for PvP. Doesn't matter what nerf. There's no reason to play this over crossbow dagger, crossbow bow. Crossbow staff. Same thing. Like below A, you're kinda trolling. You're just a off-meta build enjoyer. Staff orb. Staff orb. I'll put it at B. To perform as staff orb, you have to make perfect plays with all the orb, like supernova and stuff. And if you are playing as glass cannon, you will just get farmed in BGs. So you can play a melee evasion build, triple evasion. Oh, sorry, not triple, just melee evasion build. To sort of act as DPS / support. But it's kind of unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You rather have a proper DPS build that's SOA over staff orb. Staff orb is A? Bro, this is so overrated. Yeah, it's free kill. All these guys are gonna farm staff orbs. So only viable build is gonna be the melee evasion build. Right? And best you can do is just do some chip damage with your AoEs and long range skills. Place good novas. A at best, if played perfectly. Average it'll be B. The support builds are unnecessary. You just want high DPS build, proper DPS build as a DPS. Wand crossbow. Wand crossbow. It can be A. Like the mana burn and DPS can be crazy / annoying. Not recommended as solo build, but in a party it could become A because of the mana burn and the high DPS from crossbow. You're not gonna have so much survivability. SNS staff, no. SNS bow, no. SNS crossbow, no. You could solo queue with Cody. You could solo queue with Cody. It'll be like B tier. Wand spear, F. GS bow, give it at least C. Very niche to certain parties. you can do Devo, Blitz, Devo, and have your tank play like SNS Orb. SNS Orb. This is also gonna come down to party diff. But SNS Orb is gonna be a support, but you're taking up a SNS spot. I'll put it at A. But yeah, if you have SNS Orb as a tank in your static, you can use GS Bow to double Devo. Then you have Deb Smash, Da Vinci, Tornado, Deadly Marker. You have so many tools, buffs, cleanse, heal. So it's like a CC bot, like a pure support. But yeah, you need a static to make it work. Otherwise, it's yeah, you don't want to play this solo or anything. GS Staff, B. But GS Staff is kind of sleeper as well. Especially you play with the Lucian GS, you can attack with your staff and silence them. And GS provides high hit for your staff. You treat the GS as an offhand, right? And staff is your main. You can hit dagger builds with high hit. You can sort of counter them because they're all gonna have high evasions. And I think currently people are kind of low on magic evasion plus magic endurance in T3. And GS just gives you good defense overall. You play the new 4-set Fallen. You can't get enough crit to do damage, but you can stack heavy attack with the new set. Increase your heavy attack damage as well. But not a solo friendly build. Not a solo friendly build. So I'll put it at B. If you have a healer in a party, definitely A. GS Crossbow. B. GS Wand. C. Stop Spear. C. Bow Spear. C. Nobody plays it. Dagger Orb. I've been playing some Dagger Orb in Korea. I've been playing the crit endurance build, and it's B at best, average C. Orb Dagger is better in like large scale. The condition has to be perfect to do damage with Dagger Orb. The viable build I can think of is playing melee evasion, and you play as a support. Then you at least be B, up to maybe an A. But personally, Dagger Orb is so shit overall. There's so much better class to pick over Dagger Orb. Like sometimes you get like one-shotted by Dagger Orb. You know, there's like 3 orbs on you and they do Stellar, Constellation, and then you get hit by all the dash. That only happens once in a while. And to actually do damage as Orb, the target has to be standing still. You can delete tanks and healers. You gotta follow up on someone else's CC, which is not very consistent. B at best, otherwise C. Average C. I don't recommend playing this build, especially as solo. Don't recommend at all. Anything below A, I don't recommend as solo. GS Orb. This one, I haven't seen any GS Orb gameplays, but it does have a potential, so I'll put it at B minimum. Because again, GS just gives you high defense. It's good for initiating. And then you use the Orb as a support. The Nova and stuff. You can even use the shields. You get high hits. Good follow-ups with each skills, like Deb Smash into Nova, or Nova into Deb Smash. So I'll give it a B, and Spiral Orb, F. I think that's pretty much it. Any objections? So overall, I recommend playing builds within like A and above. You can definitely play the off-meta builds if you just enjoy them, and if you're really good at them, you know, definitely you can make it A or S. But this will be a hard build to perform as solo queues. SNS Wand and SNS Orb should be lower. They are taking tank spot. I agree, as in, if this was ranked, yes, this is a troll. I've mentioned it when I was placing this. But when you consider like a solo build, solo queue, you know, it's still playable. You can enjoy as a solo queue build. You can tank, you can kill. That's why I put it at A. And SNS Orb, this is also kind of niche to like static parties. But yeah, normally, yeah, I think I'll put it down to B. Actually, it can't be B. Like SNS and an Orb is great support tank for solo queues if played right. B. Yeah, this is for static. This is for static build. Yo, how the fuck did I get 19k points? What's the secret? Chest farm? Berserker cap and chest farm? 16 caps. Berserker S+. I forgot about, it's not just about capping. You can just farm chests for free. You can care for free for points. No one can touch you as a berserker.